Hello and welcome to News 9. I'm Nishchita, and first up, an under-construction building came crashing down today in Bengaluru. 2 people were killed and several others were injured as the under-construction building collapsed in Bairati village in Hennur. All injured have been rushed to the hospital and rescue operations have been called off. Our colleague Varghese joins us with more details on this. Well, Varghese, what more can you tell us?
Well, what we know at present is that 2 bodies were removed from the under construction debris that had happened in Hennur. The disease has been identified as Sharanappa and Chennapaya. Both of them are laborers who come at the work site in the morning, and one person has been critically injured. His name has been identified as Hussein. Hussein has been taken to a local hospital where he's being given first aid and other medical treatment. At present, the entire rescue operation has been called off. The reason why the building collapsed, they are still finding out why it could have happened. Some suspect that it is the foundation laying was not proper, and that is why the wall could have caved in, and that's why this accident could have taken place. But at present, the fire tenders and the other authorities are investigating as to how this had occurred. The deceased family is being traced to, in fact, to give the information with regards to their death, and the person who's been injured has been taken to the hospital, and the authorities are also trying to trace his family. The builders at present have not given any reaction to what has occurred, except for the fact that they are shocked, and they were grateful that the fire tenders reached on spot and was able to carry the rescue operation by which they were able to save one person.
Right, and also we understand, looking at the images that we have received, Varghese, it is quite evident that basic safety norms were not followed. They were not given helmets, they were not given boots, and definitely the builders in this question need to be held responsible for this incident.
Well, that is also one angle that everyone is speaking about, but it also should be noted, Nishita, that the present ground situation is not yet confirmed as to what happened in this particular place. Was it the wall caving in, or was it that the support that they had given for the stilt had come down? So at present, people are just speculating with regards to what actually happened at the construction site. In fact, there are enormous diggers as well as JCB machines that have been employed in digging the place. So at present, they are speculating that the wall could have collapsed just because there is no proper support base for it, because the digging was done unscientifically, and therefore that could have been the reason why the wall could have collapsed, Nishita.
Right, thank you for joining us with all those details there, Varghese. Well, there we have it. 2 laborers unfortunately lost their lives in this incident where the wall they were digging caved in even as they were preparing the foundation for a building that was to come up in this location in Hennur. The builders have not reacted as of now, and the rescue officials too have remained mum on the matter, divulging only sketchy details. Two of the 3 laborers who were trapped in the debris have lost their lives, whereas another is being treated at a local hospital. Well, the foundation being laid for an under-construction building collapsed as it was the region where the earth was being dug is right next to a stormwater drain, and the stormwater drain had dampened the soil even in the plot in question, and that's the reason why even as the laborers were digging the soil, it came crashing down, and then clearly indicating that it was being done in an unscientific manner. Added to that, none of the laborers were provided with safety equipment like helmets or boots, thereby putting their lives in danger, and even claiming 2 of the lives as the unfortunate incident took place. 2 bodies were recovered, and the incident took place at around 9 a.m. and 3 hours later 2 of the laborers were pulled out. Unfortunately, they had breathed their last, but 1 laborer has managed to escape. Hussein is currently undergoing treatment at a local hospital after being pulled out even as he was still alive. Well, we have seen such incidents come to light in the past. We have seen in the past that such accidents in under construction sites have claimed many lives, but very few get penalized for the same. In this case, the builders have not even reacted. They have not come to the location. They have not spoken to the media. They have not claimed a responsibility for the incident and have assured a compensation to the family of the deceased. So far, the rescue officials have carried out the works and have rescued one victim, whereas 2 others have lost their lives. Well, tragic scenes that were witnessed in this accident site in Hennur as the 3rd victim was being pulled out of the debris. However, it was too late by the time the rescue officials had got to him, as he had breathed his last. It was quite a tricky situation for the rescue officials, as well as they were trapped in mud. They had to do it slowly to ensure that they did not hurt any of the victims. The JCBs was very tactfully used to move the mud, and the victims were pulled out, but unfortunately 2 of the 3 victims lost their lives. Moving on now, 3 policemen were injured in a honeybee attack at the Vidhana Saudha today. The incident occurred at the west gate of the Vidhana Saudha. Several ministers were barred from entering the premises as a result of the incident. Many of the officials were injured as well due to the honeybee attack, and for close to 4 hours, people were not allowed inside. There we can see many of the labourers and workers who are on location are being attacked by the bees. As we know, that bee attack can be extremely dangerous and can even claim lives. But this time around, no such incident took place, as the VIPs were kept away from the building for close to 4 hours after someone had disturbed the honeycomb in the area. Well, there we have it. Ministers barred from entering Vidhana Saudha because of a honeybee attack, even as there seems to be a lot of talks and meetings being held in political circles. A new problem cropped up in the Vidhana Saudha, and that is because of vicious honeybees who went around stinging the politicos. Well, UT Khadar visited the Apollo Hospital in Mysore, where the victims of the serial accident which took place yesterday were admitted. He lambasted the hospital staff for their alleged dereliction of duty. He said that the hospital should first provide medical care before asking for money. It is alleged that the hospital authorities demanded 2 lakh rupees from the victims before admitting the victims of the serial accident. Well, yesterday there was a serial accident reported from Mysore, from Anekal to be more precise, where a lorry had rammed into 7 bikes and had also damaged 1 car as well as a force vehicle in the process. But it is said that the hospital had demanded 2 lakhs from the victims to be admitted, and this had irked people around. They immediately informed the minister, who rushed in today and lambasted the Apollo Hospital for their insensitive behavior and dereliction of duty. Let's listen to what the health minister had to say.
ಅಪೋಲೋ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ ಒಂದು ವೇದಿಕೆ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ, ಇವತ್ತು ಆ ಪ್ರದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋದಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ದುಡ್ಡು ಕಟ್ಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ನಾವು ಅಡ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದರ ನಂತರ ಅಬ್ದುಲ್ಲಾ ಅವರು ಇನ್ನೊಂದೆಲ್ಲ ಸಹಕಾರ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಡ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ನಂತರ ಇಡೀ ಕುಟುಂಬದವರು ಆಗಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಂತ ಯಾರಂಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. 2 ಕುಟುಂಬಗಳು ಬಹುಶಃ ಶೇಕಡ 75 ಜನ ಬಹುಶಃ ಹಿರಿಯರೆಲ್ಲ ತೀರಿ ಹೋಗುವಂಥ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಯಾವ ಸಂಬಂಧಿಕರು ಕೂಡ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ದೇಹ ತೆಗೆಯುವಂಥ ಅಂತ್ಯಕ್ರಿಯೆ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿಯಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹುಶಃ ಮಾನವೀಯತೆ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಿಂದ ಜನಸಾಮಾನ್ಯರು ಸ್ವಯಂ ಸೇವಕರು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ದುಡಿತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇವರು ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಬಂದು ನೀವು 2 ಲಕ್ಷ ಕಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಬಹುಶಃ ನೀವು ದುಡ್ಡು ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ನಮಗೆ ಗಮನಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ನಿಜವೂ ಕೂಡ ನಮಗೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಬೇಸರ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ಸುಪ್ರೀಂ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇದೆ, ಸುಪ್ರೀಂ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾದ ನಿರ್ದೇಶನ ಇದೆ. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ರೋಗಿ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಗೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ಅವನನ್ನು ದುಡ್ಡಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ ನಿರಾಕರಿಸಲು ಸಾಧ್ಯವಿಲ್ಲ ಎಂಬ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾದ ಸಂದೇಶದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಇವತ್ತು ತಿಳುವಳಿಕೆ ಮತ್ತು ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಪಡೆದಂತಹ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಆಗುವುದಾದರೆ ಇನ್ನು ಗ್ರಾಮೀಣ ಮಟ್ಟದ ಪ್ರದೇಶ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಾವು ಇವತ್ತು ಆಲೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು.
Well, that was Health Minister Yuti Khadar going on to state that even as the relatives and the victims in yesterday's serial accident were rushed into the hospital, soon after the accident took place, the hospital authorities had reportedly demanded 2 lakh rupees for any of the emergency operations to be conducted. The Health Minister went on to state that in a situation where even the victims' relatives were in a pitiable condition, the hospital making such atrocious demands is definitely quite hurtful. And while members of the Mandya Congress Seva Dal are performing special pujas for Ramya's victory in the Lok Sabha polls, they performed Homa and Puja at the Ganapati temple at Pandavapura. Let's not forget that many of the exit polls have predicted a tough contest between incumbent MP Ramya as well as JDS candidate CS Putturaju in Mandya. And today, Congress members held a special puja for Ramya at the Ganapati temple in Mandya. This comes just a day after the actor-turned-politician arrived in India from London and took to Twitter and went on to almost accept defeat. At least that was what reflected in her choice of words. But today, an undeterred Mandya Congress members performed a special puja to ensure the victory of Ramya. And moving on now, Congress leader ND Tiwari has married Ujjwala Sharma, the woman whose son he recently accepted as his own after a lengthy lawsuit. Former Uttarakhand Chief Minister ND Tiwari has tied the knot with Ujjwala Sharma, the mother of his son Rohit Shekhar, in Lucknow. Earlier, Ujjwala Sharma had filed a police complaint against the Congress leader's officer on special duty, Bhavani Bhatt, and security personnel for not allowing her to enter Tiwari's house. The Delhi High Court on April 24th had declared Rohit Shekhar as Tiwari's biological son. Let's listen to what Ujjwala had to say after the wedding.
स्वाभाविक है, आप बहुत ही आह्लादित हूँ, मैं बहुत प्रसन्न हूँ।
कब लिया आपने शादी का फैसला और कल की बात करें तो किस तरह का फंक्शन हुआ?
असल में मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि तिवारी जी के मन में ये बात बहुत दिनों से चल रही होगी, लेकिन मुझसे जो उन्होंने बात की है वो पिछले कोई 4-5 दिन से उन्होंने कहा कि मैं चाहता हूँ कि इस संबंध को, जो कि समाज स्वीकार ही चुका है, उसको मैं सामाजिक मान्यता भी देना चाहता हूँ अपनी तरफ से। एक विधिवत विवाह संस्कार होना चाहिए। और उन्होंने ये भी कहा कि इसको बहुत ही अपने जो अंतरंग लोग हैं उन्हीं के बीच में ये सेरेमनी बहुत लो प्रोफाइल में रखते हुए होनी चाहिए। और उसके बाद जब कानूनी कार्यवाही पूरी हो जाएगी, इसके बाद जो कानूनी फॉर्मेलिटीज जो होती हैं उनको पूरा करने के बाद तिवारी जी का ये कहना है कि वो सबको, और मैं भी चाहती हूँ, तिवारी जी भी चाहते हैं कि जितने भी बंधुजन आप हैं और भी, इतना बड़ा तिवारी जी का बहुत बड़ा सर्कल है।